Hello. Today we're going to investigate something you feel every day, the relationship between friction and heat. Imagine you're rubbing your hands together really fast. What do you feel? They get warm, right? That warmth comes from something called friction. Friction is what happens when two things rub against each other. Friction is a force that opposes motion. When two substances rub, they create friction. It's like they're tiny bumps catching on each other, making it harder for them to slide smoothly. The rougher the surfaces, the more friction there is. A smooth surface like ice has less friction than a rough surface like sandpaper. So what does friction have to do with heat? Well, all that rubbing and all those tiny bumps catching cause the objects to move. This movement creates energy, and some of that energy turns into heat. The faster and harder the objects rub, the more heat is produced. Let's look at some examples. Rubbing your hands. As we said, rubbing your hands together makes them warm. The faster you rub, the warmer they get. Sliding down a slide. When you go down a slide, you might feel your bottom gets warm. That's friction between your clothes and the slide. Braking a bicycle. When you use the brakes on your bicycle, the brakes rub against the wheels to slow you down. You might notice that the brakes get a little warm from the friction. Lighting a match. When you strike a match against the rough strip on a box, the friction creates enough heat to make the match light. Understanding friction and heat is important for many reasons. First, friction helps us understand why things slow down. Friction also helps us design machines and vehicles, and friction also even helps us start fires. So the next time you feel something getting warm from rubbing, remember the tiny bumps and the energy associated with friction. Thank you for watching.